Welcome to your New York Islanders Prospect Daily Update for July 29th. There are three things that I want to get to today. Two games that played and one little piece of information. So first, the games. Finland beat Team USA White by a score of 4-3 in regulation. Our man stood out again, but I'm going to get to him in a little bit here. Matthias Rajanemi, 1 assist as secondary helper, 2 penalty minutes +1. Aatu Raty, 2 shots on goal, 2 penalty minutes, also +1. Cameron Berwick, who played on the US side, 1 shot on goal, 2 penalty minutes. Lots of penalties there for Islanders prospects. Again, I'm going to get to Raty in a bit. I want to get to the games first, and then I want to reserve a little piece for him there. And then in the other game yesterday, Team Sweden played Team USA Blue and lost 5-2. It really seems that Sweden can't score more than 2 goals in a game. I don't know what's going on there, but Sweden is just not having that good of a time. They have yet to win in this tournament, I guess. It's not really a tournament, but it's a showcase. Either way, Alexander Ljungcrantz did not put up a point, finished +1 on the day. Basically a Michael Dalcolian performance. Just flat across. Not a negative. That's not a negative. It's just flat everywhere else and a +1. So he's on the ice for one of their goals. Wasn't on the ice for a goal against. That's a good thing. So back to Raty. In that game for Finland, he put up another 2 points with a goal and a primary assist. And there's a lot to unpack with those. Already with those 2 points, he now leads the tournament. Leads in production with 8 points in 4 games. So he's averaging 2 points per game. And honestly, I don't think that's a fair reflection of how many points he actually put up. Because like I mentioned the other day, Finland put up 6 goals in regulation and didn't get 1 secondary assist. I find that hard to believe. Not once. A couple of times, maybe even 5 times. Sure, maybe. 6 times though? Come on. And like my friend Ryan had pointed out, it does seem like he picked up a secondary assist. They just haven't credited him with one. So he's probably over 2 points per game in this summer showcase, which is wild. But looking at his production from yesterday, he's got the goal. So here's the goal itself. He comes into the zone and then slows down, right? Creates that gap with the defenseman to unleash a shot. And that's one of his strengths. He's got a really good shot. So to have that wherewithal to understand that the defenseman may not be gapping up, and then to cut into what is essentially the slot and fire out, maybe the high slot, and fire off a shot, that's pretty smart. That is some intelligent play there from the young man. And then his assist, it wasn't necessarily, let's say, a direct assist. All he was doing is clearing the puck, but he's clearing the puck into a zone, into a soft area for a teammate to skate in. And it's not like this came at a random time in the game. Finland is defending a lead. The US have an empty net. So he's out there defending a lead with an extra skater on for the US, and he makes a pretty damn smart play in his own zone to not only gain the blue line or create an offside situation for the US, but then gets a point out of it. Again, like, this is really smart stuff from Aatu Raty, who fell 52nd overall. I'm not trying to paint the picture that this kid is going to be the #1 consensus pick like everyone thought he was maybe a couple of years ago. What I'm trying to paint here is that he's probably better than a 52nd overall, and at very least, maybe the Islanders absolutely have something, and it's been 3 days since the draft. So far, so good with Aatu Raty in the Islanders' second-round pick in 2021. The last thing I wanted to bring up is that Team Canada's development camp opened yesterday. And the reason I bring that up is because Islanders' 5th-round pick from 2020, Williams Full, is part of the 51-man roster. So he'll be there in Calgary with Team Canada during their development camp from July 28 up until August 4th. Now, what this means is essentially the same thing as what's going on in Plymouth, Michigan for Finland, Sweden, and the US. This is a camp that's gearing up towards who to select for the World Junior Championship. Now, unlike the other nations, it seems that Finland, Sweden, and the US have a good sense of who they're going to bring, whereas Canada is still trying to figure that out. It's very possible that Williams Full makes the team. Again, he's got size, he's got hands, and he puts up goals. but I'm not going to say he will, just because there's a lot more talent ahead of him. He's going to have to put up a really good development camp, so I'm really interested to see what happens. I don't think there's going to be video because it's going to be all inter squad and not intra. So there might not be any video, but I'm going to try to find some stuff and at least talk to some people who are there. I know the Athletics sent someone, so I'll try to get in with Scott Wheeler to see what he thinks of Samuel. I keep wanting to say Samuel Budzik. William Defoe's game at the Canada Development Camp. Again, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't yet, please do so, and there'll be more videos coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you.